एआई आज भी है और कल भी है। स्कूल कॉलेजों में फ़ोन के नफ़ा नुकसान पर कई बार हुई बहस से निकलते हुए आज की पीढ़ी हाथ में फ़ोन लिए एआई पर चर्चा कर रही है। भले ही हम इसमें दुनिया से थोड़े पीछे रह गए हों, लेकिन इतना भी नहीं कि रेस का हिस्सा ही ना रहे। फिर देर किस बात की? प्रभात खबर ने भी शुरू कर दी पहल एआई और भविष्य पर चर्चा की।
Giving up on you.
एक ऐसी पहल जो हमारा भविष्य है, जिसमें नौकरियों का सृजन और बेहतर की संभावना दोनों की ही तलाश जारी है। रेडिएशन ब्लू में एक कार्यशाला के माध्यम से 32 अलग अलग स्कूली बच्चों के संग मिलकर हमने समझा एआई और मशीन लर्निंग के फायदे और नुकसान।
सबसे पहले आपका परिवार की तरफ से आज भी इस कार्यक्रम AI एंड ML आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड मशीन लर्निंग, और इसका टाइटल आप देख रहे होंगे कि द फ्यूचर इज नाउ। मतलब फ्यूचर कल नहीं है, फ्यूचर आज ही है।
एआई और मशीन लर्निंग की बेहतर समझ रखने वाले प्रभात खबर के वाइस प्रेसिडेंट विजय बहादुर कहते हैं, आज हर जगह एआई की चर्चा हो रही है। हर कोई किसी न किसी रूप में इसका इस्तेमाल कर रहा है। इसमें भविष्य की भी अपार संभावनाएं हैं, लेकिन छात्रों को समझना होगा कि किस सीमा तक एआई का इस्तेमाल सही है। हमें भविष्य में एआई के इस्तेमाल से खुद के भी सोचने की क्षमता को बेहतर करना है, तभी हम सही तौर पर इसका इस्तेमाल कर पाएंगे। दरअसल आज के दौर में विश्वसनीयता भी हर क्षेत्र में बड़ी चुनौती है। खासकर आने वाले एआई युग में ये बड़ा सवाल है।
एआई के बारे में, मशीन लर्निंग के बारे में हम लोग उतना ही जानते हैं, शायद जितना आप जानते होंगे तो आप सबसे ज़्यादा जानते होंगे। लेकिन आज के समय में जिस चीज़ की चर्चा सबसे ज़्यादा पूरी दुनिया में है, मुझे लगता है कि उसके साथ कदम ताल मिलाना बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है। और इस इकोसिस्टम का हम कैसे पार्ट बन सकते हैं, इसके लिए ज़रूरी है कि हम सब लोग एक छोटी सी शुरुआत करें। और इसी को देखते हुए पूरे ग्रेजुएट की कार्यक्रम हम लोग करें एआई और मशीन लर्निंग को लेकर, ताकि इस इलाके में, झारखंड में, बिहार में, वेस्ट बंगाल में इसके बारे में स्कूल के लेवल तक चर्चा हो। ये सब जानते हैं कि लर्निंग वो होती है स्कूल से सबसे पहले होती है। तो ऐसा होगा कि हम इन्वेट करें कि स्कूल में कैसे इस कार्यक्रम को के बीच में ले जाएं। और मुझे बहुत खुशी हो गई कि हमारे टीम के जो साथी हैं, मैं काजल यहाँ पे है, काजल तिवारी हमारा सहयोगी हैं, मंजीत राव की पूरी टीम ने जिस तरह से इस कार्यक्रम को डिराइव किया। और जब हम लोगों ने इस कार्यक्रम को किया तो जब 21 स्कूल के बच्चों को हम लोगों ने बुलाया, स्कूल से हुआ कि भाई ज़्यादा बच्चों को हमारे आप इसमें इनकॉर्पोरेट करें। लेकिन चूँकि एक प्रमाइस की जगह की सीमा होती है और अल्टीमेटली डिसाइड हुआ कि हम उसी तरह से काम करें कि हर स्कूल का एक कंडीशन बच्चों। मुझे लगता है कि एआई के बारे में, मशीन लर्निंग के बारे में हम सब लोग अपने जीवन में, मंजीत ने बताया, हर इंसान अपने जीवन में इसका इस्तेमाल कर रहा है। चैट जीपीटी, मेटा एआई, ग्रोक, जमनाई, ये हम सब लोग अपने अपने जीवन में इसका अपना अपने जीवन का हिस्सा बना चुके हैं। लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि अब इससे आगे बढ़ने की ज़रूरत है। एक प्रोफेशनल के रूप में अगर आप अपना कैरियर बनाना चाहते हैं, या आप प्रोफेशनल इसमें नहीं भी जानते हैं, कुछ समय अपने जीवन में जो उसका उपयोग है, उसके उपयोग के साथ कैसे कदम ताल करना है, इसके लिए ज़रूरी है कि लर्निंग हो, और लर्निंग बहुत ठोस हो। मैं डेटा में देख रहा था कि इन पूरी दुनिया में, जैसे हम सब जानते हैं कि डिजिटल में, कंप्यूटर साइंस में हिंदुस्तान ने पूरी दुनिया में अपना परचम फहरा दिया है। सिलिकॉन वैली हो या कहीं पर भी इंडियन जो प्रोफेशनल्स हैं उन्होंने अपनी जगह बना ली। लेकिन मुझे लगता है एआई और ML में इंडियंस को अभी बड़ी शुरुआत करने की ज़रूरत है। मैं डेटा देख रहा था कि दुनिया में एआई में जितने जो पेटेंट हो रहे हैं, उसमें 60 to 70% जो पेटेंट हो वो चाइनीज़ का है। जेनरेटिव जिसको जनरेटिव एआई बोलते हैं, बोर्ड एआई बोलते हैं, उसमें 60 से 70% जो पेटेंट हो रहे हैं वो बेसिकली चाइनीज कर रहे हैं। अमेरिका जिसको दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा सुपर पावर माना जाता है, वो भी चाइना से पीछे है। 14 से 27% के आसपास पेटेंट वो कर पा रहे हैं। और वहाँ भी मैंने डेटा देखा कि 0.03% से लेकर 1%, मतलब हमारी जो शुरुआत है भी बहुत ही शुरुआत स्थिति में है। लेकिन हम सब जानते हैं कि इंडियंस की एक आदत होती है कि हमारी लर्निंग सबसे तेज होती है, और मुझे लगता है इंटेलेक्चुअलिटी के मामले में इंडियन से ज़्यादा कोई तेज नहीं है। तो मुझे लगता है इस तरह के कार्यक्रम हम अपने स्कूलों में, कॉलेजों में, दिन दिन में करेंगे। एक छोटी शुरुआत करेंगे तो जब बड़ी शुरुआत हो जाएगी, देखते देखते वो बड़ी शुरुआत रहती है। हमसे बोलता था ज़्यादातर बच्चे इसमें साइंस के विद्यार्थी होंगे या हैं। हम सब जानते हैं कि एक पार्टिकल पूरे ऑर्बिट में घूमता रहता है, और एक ऑर्बिट से दूसरे ऑर्बिट में वो कब चला जाता है उसे पता नहीं चलता है। उसी तरह जब हम काम करना शुरू करते हैं तो सबसे पहली कड़ी होती है कि हम काम की शुरुआत कैसे करें, और उसमें सबसे महत्वपूर्ण जब हम काम करते हैं तो मैथमेटिक्स एक स्टूडेंट जानते हैं कि ए बी से हम 1 के बाद 2 के बाद 3 के तक हम प्रोग्रेस करते हैं। लेकिन जब हम काम शुरुआत करते हैं उसका धीरे धीरे शुरुआत फिर ज्योमेट्रिक प्रोग्रेशन में बढ़ जाता है। तो मुझे लगता है छोटी सी शुरुआत हम यहाँ पे कर रहे हैं। पुनः प्रभात और परिवार की तरफ से जितने भी बच्चे यहाँ पे रेजिडेंट्स आए हैं, टीचर्स आए हैं, हमारे गेस्ट आए हैं, मैं प्रभात खबर परिवार की तरफ से स्वागत करना चाहता हूँ। और मुझे लगता है कि ये कार्यक्रम इस ईस्टर्न इंडिया में एक शुरुआत है, और मुझे पक्का विश्वास है कि आने वाले समय में हम सब लोग मिलजुल कर एक बहुत बड़ा ई सिस्टम बनाएंगे जिसमें ईस्टर्न इंडिया पूरे इंडिया को लीड किया। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर आपके संबोधन के लिए। तो बिल्कुल जैसे सर ने एक संक्षिप्त परिचय तो दे ही दिया, और हमने एआई और एमएल पे बात भी कर ली।
Dear friends, respected faculties and
इस पर चर्चा में शामिल हुए मैनेजिंग पार्टनर अशोक गौतम कहते हैं, एआई के इस्तेमाल में एथिक्स ही महत्वपूर्ण है। खुली आंखों से इसे देखना और समझना भी ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि एआई एक मशीन है। जो डाटा इसमें फीड किया जाता है उसी हिसाब से हमें रिजल्ट भी दिखता है।
with the growth of AI, I think this has become very important to discuss the ethics and responsibility. And the best part of being the last session is that like most of the things had already been covered, so I am a little relaxed here. There is no like pressure to explain the AI and everything which my counterparts had already done. So this session is going to be a little more on the philosophy side than on the tech side, because tech side has already been covered in the previous three sessions. And I will request that if you have any doubts or the questions, you can immediately ask it instead of waiting. So you see, like AI is nowadays everywhere, and when AI is everywhere, it becomes our responsibility to make the AI also like ethical and responsible. Here is a little information about me. So I'm running a consulting company called AST Consulting, and also we have a AI lab called AI47 Labs, where we are creating some AI products. So nowadays, like as you were seeing, there are multiple tools for creating the images, videos, and you can do any kind of thing with the generative AI. So AI is there, I will say like for last 60, 70 years. And Alan Turing was the first person who made it popular with his Turing machine, the general compute kind of a machine which he predicted that can become a AGI someday. But still the AGI is far, far away, but that doesn't mean that we don't have to bury the AI right now. People keep talking about terms like singularity and AGI. And there is a lot of fear in the international communities around these two things, the singularity and the AGI. And there are many people who believe that still we are like more than 50 years away from the AGI and singularity, so we doesn't have to worry too much about the AI. But still, practically, we are every day seeing that AI is doing a lot of damages also. One such example is here in front of you. So AI can generate any kind of image. A lot of misinformation can come out of AI. So here we will see how and in what way we can create the ethics rules for AI and make it more responsible. And this is the first generation when you can't trust what you are seeing, because like this picture reflects. You can create any kind of picture to reflect anything. In our generation, it was a little easier because like a picture was the proof of something that has happened. A video was a concrete proof, in legal terms also, that something has happened. But nowadays, you can't really trust on an image or video or a voice note. Because it is very easy to replicate someone's voice or replicate someone's action using the AI. And there, the ethics become very important for the AI. So first, I would like to ask you guys, what is ethics? How do you define the ethics? So can anyone from the students? Yeah, please. What is ethics?
As society develops, there has been a sort of structure which keeps society towards dwelling a better form, and that is done by a utilitarian method. This is called ethics.
Wow, great answer. Anyone else? Anyone else? And sorry, I forgot to ask your name. I was not expecting this answer, a very correct one. What is your name? Devans. Wow, congratulations, Devans. You understand ethics very well. So actually, ethics is a set of rules which a community, society, or a group of people should follow. And it is the ethics which has taken humankind to this particular level. We are also an animal, right? And most of the time we say that we are a social animal. What does that mean? That means we follow a set of ethics. You see, there are the professions like CA, CS, company secretaries. These bodies are governed by very tight rule of ethics. And that's why government allow them to do the audits and accept their audits, right? Because they know that they are following a proper ethics. Governments are bound by ethics. Whenever government is not following those ethics, most probably that government is going to fail, no matter whether it's a democracy or it is a dictatorship. If they are not following a particular kind of ethics, they are going to fail. So we can safely say that ethics is something which brings us towards the progress. And ethics is a very important prerequisite for the progress. So same applies to AI also. If we are believing that there will be a moment when the AGI will be there, there will be a singularity when the AI and human will mix up, and there will be no distinguish features between the AI and humans, because the humans will adopt the AI in the forms of like a lot of augmented devices. Our minds will connect with the AI. And AI will also get sometimes body like humans, as we were seeing the Sophia. Sophia kind of things will mature and become more and more like humans. So that is going to happen. And that will only be possible once we have a tight set of ethics rules for the AI. We had a discussion about the Terminator also here. So can any one of you tell me what were the 3 important rules for the robots which were defined in 1984 when this movie was created, Terminator? Can anyone? I was seeing a lot of people raised a hand that they had seen the Terminator. No one? Sorry? Yeah, that is the number 1. And then number 2 and 3. Can you please? Okay. Anyone else? Okay, so there are a lot of movies which had been created in the Hollywood around the AI. And you see, in most of them, they talk about a particular set of ethics. So whenever a machine or human breaks those rules, if they break those rules, it fall apart. The symbiotic relationship between the machine, the AI, and the human then starts breaking. So for this relationship between the AI and the humans, a proper set of rules and ethics is very important. And as of now, we are still trying to figure out what that set of rules and ethics will be there. Although governments had made a lot of progress, we will discuss it. Okay, so today's agenda is to let's save the world from AI. We will discuss about the core principle, what is responsible AI and what actually mean it by responsible AI. And then we will also discuss about the data problems, the privacy, bias and fairness, and then the integrity crisis, the misinformation and deepfake. We had a long discussions in the previous session about the misinformation, so we will try to take on that as well. And then I don't think now this exploring AI for social good is required because the previous session had already covered it. So before we dive into the ethics part, let's discuss a basic about the AI. So what is AI? So AI is artificial intelligence, right? So can anyone from the students or even from the faculties explain what is intelligence? So what is called intelligence? How we define the intelligence? Yeah, please.
Sir, transitions led by neural networks in a cognizance that is either of a human mind or a computer, that is called intelligence.
Great, but as I said, this session is not a technical one, it's more about the philosophy. So it's not necessary that only our intelligence is artificial intelligence. Human can also be an intelligent person, right? So what is the generic definition of intelligence? Because human can also be intelligent, right? Even sometimes we say, okay, this particular cow or monkey is intelligent because he's showing some kind of intelligent behavior. So what is intelligence? How do we define it?
So, intelligence can be defined as the ability to learn and implement that knowledge.
Wow, great. Ability to learn and ability to acknowledge.
Implement that knowledge.
Okay, great. Yeah, cool. Anyone else? Yeah, that's right.
Intelligence, we can say that it's just an ability to decide what is right, what is wrong, behave and respond, depending upon the different situation. It's not like a predefined set of rules that need to be followed. Rather, whatever is going to be done, it may change in the due course of action or a particular situation. Right now, like you said, this is the last session. So the students, they start taking their mind makeup now. From here onwards, there are 3 hours left. What are the rest of the actions can be done? Or whether it's a lunch or the felicitation or whatever it is. So that is called a kind of intelligence. We can decide at a time.
Wow, again a very good answer. So if you ask me what is intelligence and if I have to define it in like 2-3 words, I will say it is the capability of someone to make the decisions. The right decisions or wrong decisions is a different aspect of it, but making the decisions. If someone can make the decisions, he is an intelligent person or intelligent animal or intelligent machine. If you see like human was intelligent 5,000 years back also, and human was an intelligent species way back to the Stone Ages, right? But that time, that intelligence was at a very different scale. Now we are intelligent at a very different scale. If you see like 25 years, 30 years back, doing mathematical calculations was believed to be the sign of intelligence. Even if you see a small child in your family, a kid of like 4 or 5 years, and if he's using a good vocabulary, you will say, okay, this guy is very intelligent. And if he's able to do the fast calculation, you will see he's intelligent. Sometimes like intelligent means the behavior which is little above the average, right? So there are 10, 15 people sitting in a room coming from the same background, and if one of them is showing the behavior which is little above average of others, you will say, okay, this person is intelligent than the others. Now coming to the artificial intelligence, so when the machines came way back, approximately like 100 years back, they were the computers. They were called computers because they were able to do the calculations very fast. And we were saying, okay, these machines are intelligent because they can do the calculations faster. Then came the machines who can process the data, as my fellow people were telling you about like the data science and the AI and everything. So machines become capable of doing the processing the large amount of data. Then machines become more intelligent to like process the information. Then machines become more capable of seeing the things and driving the information from that. Then machines started listening and driving the information from that. Then came the year 2012-13 when the deep mind came. The machines started beating people in the games. And then machines started beating doctors in predicting the TB kind of disease from the X-rays better than human. Then they started detecting cancer and diagnosing cancer better than the doctors in the year 2017-18. And then finally came the generative AI in 2021, and then it has taken all of us by surprise because now it can generate any kind of thing and can answer to us also. So that is artificial intelligence. In a nutshell, AI is super fast pattern learner. So as my colleagues were telling you that example of a kid who try to learn by the experience. How they learn by the experience? They see the patterns, okay? If they had touched something which is hot 2 times, they will know, okay, I don't have to do it 3rd time also. Similarly, the machine do, but it need lot of data to understand that. Now it had become little more mature, and now machines can learn with little data also. So now they don't need huge data sets. Now they can learn from small subsets also. We had already seen these examples in Spotify, Google Photos, chatbots. So that is what AI does. And then prediction is powerful but dangerous when the past is unfair. And that is where we need the ethics. So you see, like AI is learning from the data which has been generated by the humans. So our experiences, our biases are already there in the data. And if the machines are learning from that, they are learning from our experience. And this is not really sometimes good for machines to learn from our experiences because our experiences are very much biased. Coming to the core principles, the fairness, accountability, transparency, privacy, and security, these are the 4 important pillars for a responsible AI. So, like, most of the time, it was believed that AI is a black box, and it was very much true till like 3-4 years back. And I still remember the year 2016-17. I was working on a medical device to predict the radiology results from the X-rays or the CT scans. And the major question was that, okay, whatever this AI is predicting, how will we know it is right or wrong beyond the statistical numbers? If it is saying that there is a 90% probability that, yes, this particular X-ray is for a patient who has TB. So what does that 90% means? Like, there is always a 10% chance that it is not right? So there was no way to explain that, but now scientists had figured out ways to explain the AI, and now the work is happening on how we can create more and more explainable AI. So as we were discussing in the previous session that sometimes AI is giving the wrong answers, right? Google and OpenAI and all the big players had understood now about these problems, and that's why they had started giving the references also. So now they are just generating the random data. Now they are also giving the context and explaining from where they are picking at this data and why they are picking it and giving this data. So these are the pillars. And one of the important thing about the AI is, like as I was saying, AI is learning from us only. And if this world is biased, why AI will not reflect those biases if it is learning from the data which we had generated? So in our everyday life, we see a lot of biases, right? So anyone from the students would like to give me an example on some common biases which are there in the society and unfairness which you see in the real life? Gender bias. So any particular example of that? Yeah, okay. So that's the example which is here. Right. So there was a big tech company who created an AI engine for the recruitment, and around 10 years back. So they created this AI based on their historical data of recruitment, and when they deployed this AI, it was mostly selecting the male's resumes, not the female's resume, and finally they have to discard it. Same thing happened with another big tech company. They deployed their chatbot and they had to take it offline after just 3 days because it was again biased. So biasness is always there. I would like to get one more example from the students around what is biasness, and yeah, please.
So if we take examples of earlier court hearings, at that time, let's talk about 10 years or 15 years back. At that time, when there were court hearings, now it was all men dominated. Though the person, if a victim is a man and if has the muscle power and the money power, by which due to that he can save himself. But and earlier in most cases, women's, despite facing lots of discrimination, lot of assaults, still they had to be they felt discrimination all because of that biasness, because all of them were if we say that the judge all were in the favor of the person who gives lots of black money when they were providing to the judges, they were doing the decisions in their favor. But at present, if we talk about today's standard and advanced hearings, if we talk about an AI consultant, he makes decision based on the evidences and not on any other circumstances.
Great example. So my second example was also around the justice system only. So yeah, these are the popular examples. But I want to talk about the biases which we normally don't see, because the biases around the females, the colored people, they are very prominent. But yeah, there are cases, let's talk about the stock market. So let's say if I'm creating an AI assistant, or let's say an AI teacher in finance, which is teaching the students, and this particular AI has been trained on every person who had invested in Indian stock market since 1990, right? Now tell me what this AI is going to tell me as a student about investing in the stock market. I think it is going to tell me that you are going to lose all the money. You know why? Because statistics say that most of the people lose money in the stock market. The reason? The newcomers, they do the trading. And why they do the trading? Because their agent tell them, okay, buy this particular share in the morning and sell it by the evening, you will make this money. And they fall in those traps and they lose the money. But finally in the numbers, stats-wise, most of the people had lost the money. And if AI is going to be trained on that number, it is going to tell me that, okay, you will also lose the money. There is a 90% probability you will lose the money. So those kind of biases are there in the data. And you see, like, especially students, like, you see, there are biases. You also have some kind of biases, your personal biases. And how those biases had come, because you had seen the society in a particular kind of a structure. And the data AI is getting is again from these things. How the AI is getting data? They are getting the data from the cameras which are there in the public places. They are getting the data which has been captured by the sensors or the places from where they can capture the data. There are a lot of places and the people around whom the data is not even present. So the AIs are not going to represent those peoples, and that's where the most dangerous biases are about to come. And we even don't know those blind spots. Those are the real blind spots which are present in the AI. The most common ones, the biasness towards the women, the biasness towards the colored people, geographies, those are very much predictable, and we can train the AIs to counter those biasnesses, right? For example, today if you talk to Gemini or ChatGPT and you ask questions to verify if they have a gender biasness or not, you will be happy to see that the biasness is not there around the women or the colored people or around the geographies in those big tools of AI. But as we had seen few months back, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi given us an example that if you ask the AI to draw a picture of a left-handed batsman, it can't draw it. Even I got surprised that day, and I also tried that prompt. So these are the hidden, dark, blind spots in the AI. Because the data for the left-hand batsman is not there, it's very less. And these are those minorities which are going to be harmed by the AI. So how do we combat bias? We can only combat it once we know, okay, this kind of biases are present. But what about these dark patterns which are hidden deep and we even don't know about them, that they are present? So we need to create algorithms. We need to make sure that data is properly organized, and this particular data is representing all aspects, right? So, yeah. For example, we know that the food preferences in United States versus India versus Middle East are very different. So we know those kind of biases will be there in the AI. But what about the biases of people around, like in India, again, we have communities like a Jain community, right? They had a very special food preference. Is the AI going to recommend the right kind of recipe for them? That is again a question. The second aspect of ethics is the accountability. So, accountability is still going to be a human job. We can't put the accountability on the AI, right? We can't send AI to jail if it is something wrong. So, I don't know how many of you had seen this movie. There is a movie called Control. It's available only on the Netflix OTT. It's an Indian movie. It was around autonomous car which has done some accident and then it ran away. The owner believed that my car can't do such kind of accident. But the police inspector who was doing the investigation, he was against the AI. So he has this vendetta, okay, I have to capture this car anyhow. And finally, after 3 hours, they realized that, okay, it was not the mistake of the car. It was the human mistake. So who are you going to put behind the bars? You can't put the car or the AI behind the bars, right? And human will also say, okay, it was the mistake in the data. I just created the algorithm. So who is responsible? The data? The person who had written the algorithm, or the person who had created the data, or the person who had cleaned the data, or the person who trained the algorithm on this data, or the person who had deployed the algorithm, or the CEO of the company who had created this product. So who is going to be responsible? So there again, these are the open questions, and the whole community is working on that. And their regulations had been created to do the proper audits. And after the audits, they also have the provisions to do the corrections in a timely manner and fix the outcomes, because AI is just a tool, it's not a scapegoat, right? And then the transparency is again very important. Transparency on two fronts. One is like, as I was saying, AI should be explainable. If AI is giving a decision, it should explain why it is giving this decision. If we are using the AI in the courtroom and it is giving a decision, right? So it is impacting someone's life. So it should be able to explain on what basis it has taken a decision. And when we are using the AI, it is a responsibility of humans also to disclose that, okay, this particular thing has been written by the AI, or this particular decision has been taken by the AI. And that's why you see most of the AI tools had started giving the watermarks in the content or the image or video they are generating. Most of the time you can't see those watermarks, but they are present. They are present in the content in the form of a signature, which is not identifiable by the naked eyes, but with the tools you can identify it. So these two aspects of transparency are very important, which particular content or the thing has been done by the AI and how AI had done it, right? So can anyone of you here, especially the students, would like to give some examples where the transparency is important and why it is important? Or how we can make the AI transparent? Yeah, please.
So one of the prominent solutions to make AI more transparent could be to host it. Basically, the host should not be one nation. It should be multiple nations across the globe. Like I might share an example. I was once talking with DeepSeek AI, which has its roots in China. So I was conversing something regarding Indian heritage and how different temples, different ancient monuments are stored. And we ended up assaulting each other. In informal term, we ended up roasting each other because I am a human, so I can assert my own perspective. But the question is, how did AI assert its perspective? It has to either be neutral to me or accord with me. But it ended up being argumentative with me. So this is because it's from China, and China has a communist ideology. So that has somehow linked with AI. So if AI is rooted with its host in different multiple nations across the globe, this transparency can be increased.
Yeah, right. Good. Thank you. So there are more examples, like let's say there is an AI agent who is doing the work of insurance agent. You had given your card for a claim, and this AI agent has rejected it. Now who are you going to fight? So this AI agent should also explain why it has rejected, right? So we all know about the machine learning. The session on the machine learning was there, and you know mostly this kind of AI is working using the machine learning. That algorithm has been trained with a lot of data. Okay, this kind of, if this is one image, this kind of image comes, then reject the claim. If this kind of image comes, accept the claim. There may be a case where it is on the boundary line. Human can take the better decision. AI had rejected it. So obviously there is going to be the arguments whether the result of the AI is right or not. So there the transparency becomes very important, and AI should be able to explain why it has taken this particular decision. So what was the basis in the data on which it has taken this particular decision? Similarly, like when we are going to deploy the AIs in the courtroom, it becomes very important to explain the action and then also explain on what kind of basis it has been done. You see, like employment. So when you join a company, there are the health checks, right? And now, as I was saying, in the radiology, AI has become much more better than the doctors. So if AI is giving you your health report and you are going to join a company based on that, and if the AI gives you a negative result in your health report, it is going to impact your career, right? So in that particular case, it becomes very important that AI is able to explain how they had come onto this conclusion. That is a big challenge in the AI field because till now AI had been a black box. It can tell, okay, this particular woman has the cervical cancer based on his radiology films, but it can't explain. So the AI community is working on those algorithms to make it explainable. Okay, if AI has predicted that this woman had the cervical cancer, then these are the reasons, and these are the particular reason in this particular film, and this particular area is showing a malicious behavior, and that's why there is a possibility of the cervical cancer. So that kind of things we are still working on, and hopefully AI community will resolve these problems. I see in a year or two, we will be in much better shape on the transparency, accountability fronts, because now these AI tools are there in the public and government is after the big tech companies to provide these tools. And data privacy, this is a big elephant in the room. We keep listening about every day and all of us are worried, right? So I keep telling the kids that, okay, don't put your faces online, right? And parents, they put all the photographs of their kids on online social channels. Anyone can take that particular picture and can then do whatever they want. A lot of you might have seen the news where someone has taken some small information from your social networks and then hacked into the accounts and those kind of things. Those were before the AIs. Now with the AI, it becomes much more dangerous because with your small video sample, someone can replicate your voice and can call your family back. And then they can do whatever they want. They can give any kind of misinformation that you are in an accident or you are in a particular kind of a situation, and then they can take benefit of that. That is possible. They can create your video. They can create your morph video using the AI. So that was possible like 10 years back also, but using the very advanced tools which were not accessible to the general public. But now these tools are accessible to each one of us, and we can use them at a mass scale. So it becomes much more dangerous. So it becomes very important that you take care of your data and don't give the consent without reading the fine prints. But most of the time it becomes very difficult to read those fine prints because those are the 20 pages long, right? So there you have to make sure that you are only giving the required information and to only those companies where it is very much important. You can't live without that kind of access, right? Just don't download every other app and then give it all the access to all the data which is there on your phone. So that is about the data privacy. And finally about the integrity crisis, because now it has become very difficult. What we are hearing and watching, is that true or not, right? So we are living in a world where the integrity crisis is real. I'm seeing most of the people in the backside are sleeping, so it has become a little boring, right? So a lot of misuse is already there. Deep fakes, we are seeing every day. Misinformation, voice cloning, scam calls, manipulative social media algorithms, all these things are there. And how are we going to fight them? Any answers? So any one of you aware about any initiatives to fight against deep fakes, misinformation, voice cloning? I'm very much sure all of you must have heard about the scam calls, the AI scam calls, where someone calls the parents in the voice of the kid and then ask for the money. Or the voice of your dear friend asking for transfer to Paytm. So this is an everyday thing now. Deepfakes are coming around the politicians, celebrities, people who had said different things, and the video is like the voice in the video is saying something very different. Those are the very common things nowadays. I hope all of you know what are the deepfakes. So deepfakes had become very popular now. I remember 20 years back, creating someone's fake photograph was used to take around 20 to 30 minutes for creating a good fake image of someone on the Adobe Photoshop. Now you can do it in just 30 seconds in a video where there are 10,000 of friends. You just put one face and it will be replaced in the video immediately in 30 seconds or a minute. So now you can create the deepfakes at a very different scale than it was earlier possible. And that is happening during the elections. People are creating the fake videos, so you don't know whether someone has really said this or not. There had been a case recently where someone called CFO of a company in the voice of the CEO and asked him to release the payment against a fake invoice. And it happened 3 times. Then only they were able to figure out something wrong is happening. So first 2 times they didn't become aware, and only at the 3rd time then they realized, yeah, something is happening, and then they got to know that someone was doing the fake calls. So you're not sure whether it is happening or not. So here is this one example of the Prime Minister of Canada. You can see I think my connection is a little slower, I guess. 1 second.
One is altered by AI. Can you spot the deep fake? Prime Minister Justin Trudeau recommended one of these books. Which one?
The book that I got excited about reading through. It's called This Can't Be Happening in MacDonald Hall. It's called How the Prime Minister Stole Freedom.
Yeah, it was the last one. The Prime Minister never said that. Okay, round 2.
If you can see, I hope to finish this talk show one day.
Will the fake Morgan Freeman please stand up?
I am not Morgan Freeman, and what you see is not real.
How about these videos of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis? Did the presidential hopeful say this? I mean, the deep
So you
fake.
see, it is possible to create a fake video at a very different level now. Earlier, you could identify by the small editing mistakes. Yeah, there is some small signal, and you can identify this as a fake one. But now AI has become much more mature, and it can edit the pictures at the pixel level, and it becomes really difficult. It can match the expression of the face. So when you change the name of the book, your expression, your lips, everything in the image will match with that particular audio note. How is this happening? All the neural networks now, they have the whole mapping of your face, and they can create your expression matching to the speech. So you will never know whether the particular person has recommended this book or not. So that's why it becomes very important to create the ethics rules and implement them. So it has now become the priority of the governments to create those rules and make sure that big tech companies are following them. And one of them is to put the watermark on every content piece they are creating. So all the tools like Adobe or Google or OpenAI, they had been mandated to put the watermarks on these videos, audios, or whatever they are creating so that they can be identified, okay, this is a real one or not. There are good things too. So you see like the old movie, The Terminator. Now if you want to see it in the form of your favorite celebrities from now, you can create a video. If you like Devdas and you don't want to see like Aishwarya in that, if you want someone from the recent times, you can replace that particular celebrity and you will get a video of your favorite character in that particular script. So these are the new possibilities of the AI. But again, it depends whether we are using it in an ethical way or we are using it in an unethical way. So we can make the society better or worse. It depends on like what we are doing. So the one thing which AI has done is like it has enabled us to create the misinformation at a scale. Earlier, like we were used to talk that political parties have their social war rooms where they have thousands of people creating the misinformation. We were used to call them the IT cells of the parties. Now they don't need those IT cells because now machines can that work at a very different scale. They can create the misinformation at a personalized level. Around a year or two back, there was a lot of discussion around the toolkits. So the whole media was talking about the toolkits which some foreign entities had provided to Indian citizens for like spreading some misinformation. We were clearly able to see those patterns and identify them because a lot of people from different locations, different backgrounds were tweeting this, putting the tweets with the same content, with the same image. And it was very easy to identify those things. But now with the AI, every account is posting a different tweet in a different language, with different words, in a different dialect, with a different image. How will you identify? It becomes really difficult to fight that. The misinformation at such a big scale, where hundreds of thousands social accounts are talking on one particular topic, and you don't know how to figure out if it is been powered by the AI or the algorithms behind the scene. So there it becomes very dangerous, and again there it becomes the responsibilities of the big tech companies and ours also. So the social media companies had been instructed to create the tools to identify the content generated by the AI and mark them. So Facebook and those companies had already started creating the guidelines where they had mentioned to the users that if you are using the AI content, you have to declare it there that this is a AI content, otherwise your accounts will be blocked. So I think with the advent of this tech, and like all other techs, we have to be more responsible, and that particular responsibility to make the AI responsible lies on the governments, the citizens, and the organizations, all of us. This is again an image which gone viral, a completely fake image, and you can find a lot of other examples like this. The social media echo chambers, they are there, and they are misusing the AI to like put us in the echo chambers to create more users on their apps. If you see on the YouTube, mostly what we are seeing nowadays is the content which is again amplifying our thoughts. So if someone has a particular kind of belief, he will start seeing more and more videos around that belief. So that becomes a little more dangerous for the society, because those kind of thoughts create radical peoples. So for example, like if you believe in a particular kind of a religion, or let's say if you believe in a particular kind of a science topic, you will see more and more videos around that. And it is amplifying your thoughts, and it becomes very much dangerous. So I think it is also very important for us to know when AI is like taking us knowingly into one particular direction. And it is very important for the students from this particular generation, as I was saying, because you are the first generation growing with the AI. So we still like the people who are coming from the offline world with the books and everything, we still like see the digital things with a lens of suspicion. But for you guys, I think it becomes much more important to figure out whether what you are seeing online is true or not, whether your particular belief system is getting amplified by the AI or the social media or not. You see, there are a lot of videos where some particular kid got addicted to a particular kind of a thought system or a particular game, and then that becomes very much dangerous. So how do we fight back? Again, as I said, it is the responsibility of the society, the governments, the policymakers, and the companies, the organizations. Organizations are going to create the technical solutions. That is their responsibility. They are doing it. They are doing it, and the government has to force them to do it. And as a user, we also have to demand it. So these technical tools where we can identify whether something is fake or real, or whether the AI had been used in it or not, or if AI is telling something, whether how the AI has deduced that particular thing. Then the regulation and policy are equally important thing. So creating the right set of policies and the regulations to make sure that we are not stopping the progress, and at the same time making sure that it is not taking us on a dangerous path.
उनके सोचने समझने और उस सारी जानकारी में एक परिवर्तन हो जाता है, तो ये बहुत फास्ट हो गया। बहरहाल
अब इसी बात पर जोर देते हुए प्रभात खबर के प्रधान संपादक आशुतोष चतुर्वेदी कहते हैं, यह सदी एआई की है, इसका सही इस्तेमाल हमें सीखना होगा, क्योंकि मीडिया में भी इसका इस्तेमाल शुरू हो गया है।
जब एआई और मशीन लर्निंग की बात हुई तो ये हुआ कि सबसे उपयुक्त पात्र जो है वो शिल्पी नेहा तिर्की होंगी, तो इसीलिए आज हम लोगों ने उनसे आमंत्रित किया है, और मुझे लगता है कि उनसे बहुत सारी जानकारी भी हम लोगों को मिलेगी, है ना। वो एक प्रबुद्ध महिला है, मैंने कई अवसरों पर उनको सुनने का सौभाग्य मिला, तो आज विशिष्ट अतिथि के तौर पर हमारे बीच हैं। हमारे बीच में बहुत अनेक विद्वान लोग हैं, 2-3 स्पेशलिस्ट हैं जिन्होंने संबोधित किया। श्री शुभम सुमन, और उन्होंने एआई पर उनका विशेष दक्षता है और एमआईटी यूनिवर्सिटी में असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर हैं, उनका भी मैं हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं। देशबंधु मिश्रा जी जो मेंटर हैं गूगल डेवलपमेंट ग्रुप झारखंड के, उन्होंने भी यहाँ पर अपना विशेष वक्तव्य दिया, उनका भी मैं हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूँ। गौरव सिंह जो है वो डेटा साइंटिस्ट हैं और इंडस्ट्री रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हैं आईबीएम के, उन्होंने भी एक सेशन आप लोगों का लिया। और दिल्ली से पधारे हमारे अशोक गौतम जी हैं जिन्होंने बहुत सारी बातें बताई आपको, किस तरह से एथिकल यूज़ है उसका, और वो हमारे प्रभात खबर ग्रुप से भी जुड़े हुए हैं, हम लोगों के भी डिजिटल का वो मार्गदर्शन करते हैं। इन सभी का मैं हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूँ प्रभात खबर की ओर से। जोरदार तालियां एक बार। इस सभागार में बहुत सारे विद्वद्जन हैं, वीसी हैं, यूनिवर्सिटी हैं, फैकल्टी के लोग हैं, प्रिंसिपल्स हैं, और मैं सबसे पहले तो सरला बिरला यूनिवर्सिटी के वीसीसी जगन्नाथ साहब का, प्रोफेसर साहब का अभिनंदन करता हूँ। उषा मार्टिन के हमारे प्रो वीसी डॉक्टर मिलिंद, और एमटी यूनिवर्सिटी के डीन श्री ऋषि त्रिपाठी जी, और साईनाथ यूनिवर्सिटी के वीसी और हमारे मित्र डॉक्टर एसपी अग्रवाल, सभी का अभिनंदन। मंच पर विराजमान हमारे एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर, आप इस बात का अंदाज लगा सकते हैं कि इस कॉन्क्लेव को, इस वर्कशॉप को प्रभात खबर कितनी तवज्जो दे रहा है। ये इस तरह का पहली बार कोई प्रभात खबर आयोजन कर रहा है और इतनी बड़ी संख्या में 31 स्कूलों के पार्टिसिपेशन और इंटरेक्टिव चीज़ें जो है सुनने देखने को मिली। हम लोगों की जैसे आंखें खुल गई कि भाई हमारी नई जनरेशन जो है कितनी जागरूक है। तो इसीलिए प्रभात खबर के जितनी सीनियर टीम है वो आज मौजूद है। मंच पे हमारे साथ में हमारे एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर श्री आर के दत्ता हैं, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट विजय बहादुर हैं, मैनेजिंग एडिटर अंकित शुक्ला हैं। तो ये सभी लोग हैं और एक बार सबसे पहले बच्चों के लिए ज़ोरदार तालियां जो पार्टिसिपेंट करने आए। मैं एआई पे तो बहुत ज़्यादा बात नहीं कर पाऊंगा क्योंकि मेरी बहुत ऐसी दक्षता नहीं है, लेकिन उसका इस्तेमाल भी मैं भी थोड़ा थोड़ा सा करता हूँ। आज ही जैसे मैं सुबह देख रहा था कि प्रभात खबर में एक खबर छपी है, दिलचस्प खबर है, एक उनके देश विदेश पेज पे हमारे साथियों ने छापी है कि जापान की एक महिला ने उनके साथी की निधन हो गया था, तो उन्होंने एक वर्चुअल जो है उसके साथ में एक शादी रचाई है। तो इस तरह की खबरें भी जो है आती रहती हैं और आज ही है। और कुछ दिन पहले तो मैं ये बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि मीडिया में भी एआई का बहुत सारा इस्तेमाल होने लगा, हम लोग भी करते हैं।
We have eminent VCs.
मौके पर मौजूद प्रभात खबर के एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर आर के दत्ता कहते हैं, एआई एक ऐसा तंत्र है जो आने वाले समय में हमारा भविष्य है। इसमें नौकरी की भी अपार संभावना है, इसलिए हमें लर्निंग भी सीखनी है और इसके नुकसान से दूर रहते हुए इसे अपना साथी भी बनाना है।
4 एमिनेंट स्पीकर्स को आपने आज सुना है। मिस्टर शुभम सुमन, he is an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Amity University of Jharkhand. Very knowledgeable person. Mr. Deshbandhu Mishra, mentor at GDG, Jharkhand, Google Developer Group in Jharkhand. Mr. Gaurav Singh, डाटा साइंटिस्ट, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के स्पेशलिस्ट हैं और इंडस्ट्री रिप्रेजेंटेटिव आईबीएम के हैं। मिस्टर अशोक गौतम।
इसी दौरान झारखंड सरकार में मंत्री नेहा शिल्पी तिर्की ने बच्चों से खुद ही बातचीत की और जेनजी जनरेशन को एआई के फायदे नुकसान भी गिनवाए।
So I want you all to interact and I missed half of the session. तो बहुत सारे चीज़ें तो मुझे मालूम भी नहीं है, so probably I'll be just hitting in the dark also. But let's hear from all these students. So what is happening in the Gen Z world? We want to know. Everyone is talking about the Gen Zs. इतना तक हो रहा है कि आप लोग सरकार गिरा दे रहे हैं किसी देश में. This is also happening. And it is so difficult for all of us to decode कि आप लोग सोचते कैसे हैं, like what is going on here. So I want to speak to you all. Can we have one more mic, please? Are we all excited to interact? Are we bored? Are we hungry? No, we're not hungry, right? Which all schools are here? I studied from Sacred Heart. Do we have Sacred Heart here? No? Oh. Do we have St. Xavier's Doranda here? I did my +2 from there. I see some students. अरे हम लोग हमेशा backbenchers ही रहेंगे क्या? Doranda Xavier is always sitting in the back. Anyhow, can we have the mic, please? Okay, we have a mic. Okay, so tell us, what are you all thinking? We want to know. Can we know why government fell in Nepal? Like, what could have been going in the minds of Gen Zs that time? Can someone answer this question? Do we all know? Like, do we all know what is happening in politics? We know.
See something, I'm giving up on you. something.
Sophia the robot, everybody! Wow! Let's get all of our robots back here. That's all the.
So basically, you have seen that the robots can sing as well. So she was the first robot that has been dated one of the Hollywood actor in 2018. Can you guess the name? Yes? Any idea? That was Will Smith. You can be the next. So, emerging with these technologies is a huge pain in this era right now, that you should be involved in these things as well. Now, coming towards the next scenario, that is to be the IBM itself. IBM has served many tools as well related to AI. One of the biggest tools that is called to be the Watson AI. So that is one of the most, that is the supercomputer in IBM itself that has won one quiz show in 2011 at that time when you were kids playing with the footballs and the crickets. At that time, the Watson has won a quiz show against two humans and won $1 million in 2011, and the name of that show was Jeopardy. Now, these days, the Watson, basically जो Watson है वो IBM के अंदर एक कंप्यूटर है, and one robo is also there, जो कि आप अगर उसको बोलोगे वर्ल्ड की बिगेस्ट वेबसाइट बनाने के लिए भी इट विल नॉट टेक मोर देन 15 मिनट्स टू कंक्लूड विद दैट. सो दैट इज द पावर ऑफ AI and the machine learning itself. So once you will be enrolled with MET and once you will be in that campus itself, we will welcome you to the world of IBM itself. Signing off, Mr. Gaurav Singh, a data scientist at IBM. Thank you, everyone.
We need some more of training, whether. So there's a term like you need to optimize your performance. You need to optimize that dragon. Okay, whenever you're snoring, do not snore with fire. You need to only snore. So that was somewhat a dragon has to do. Coming back, then after optimizing your machine learning model, you need to evaluate it. You need to test your model. Is it performing good, or is it giving me the results which I'm looking for? All right. Then you need to implement it, ensure that it's working good, and then that's the end of making your machine learning model. We have few more things for you to showcase. Just a moment. Like how it is formed. This is just to give you an overview, like how it looks. So followed by some of the libraries which are important. Just have a look at how model is prepared and how it works. We have, of course, the most important thing for machine learning, and that is data. All right? A set of data, we formulate it, then we train it into having a data set which has training and testing data set. We partition it, and then we select the suitable regression model which will help us in gathering or telling our prediction. For this example, we have some prediction which tells us that what would be the near about price of an 1800 square feet, 3 BHK, and if you want to start with house ages of 10. So what would be the predicted price of this? So this is a smaller example just to showcase you that how we can calibrate things, how we can use machine learning to give our prediction. Now there's a last thing to showcase. So intentionally I tried to make such a very basic presentation, all right, for telling you about machine learning. Again, you can see this is very basic presentation, but Now, after coming into machine learning, after becoming an engineer, what you did, you trained your model. Now that model is solving a purpose, and that purpose came up as a product. For example, there's a product known as Gamma.ai, and this AI helps us to build a presentation. So how can you have a look how this hyped up from a simple presentation to a, really very beautiful, too much of information, adequate amount of picture and text, and now you can see there's the game, what magic a machine learning can do, or what magic you as an engineer can do, right? That's all from my side. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Can I hear back? Yes, that's the energy. So, let me introduce myself first. My name is Deshbandhu Mishra. I have started my career with HCL Technologies. Then after I went abroad and moved back, after serving 2.5 years in Singapore, I came back in India and joined West Bengal government as a technology consultant. And then I joined Jharkhand government as a technology consultant. And then again I moved back in corporate sector and joined HP as a solution architect. My core competency in software development, AI, ML, data engineering, all these things I have worked on. Even on mobile application development, web application development, so I have worked on that. So I think I'm the person to whom you can ask all your software development questions around AI, ML, or data engineering, or anything related to software development, you can put in front of me. I will try to address that question, and I will try to answer that question, okay? So, in that context, let me start AI, ML. So, today we will discuss some basic tool of AI, ML, and we'll try to solve our use cases, very basic, not very complex in programming terms, okay? So let me start with Google Teachable Machine. What is that? And how we can learn machine learning and AI in a better way. So I'm going to show you how a machine can learn. What is this machine learning? So we'll see there are two terms, right? One is machine learning and second one is artificial intelligence. So we'll see what is machine learning and what is artificial intelligence. So machine learning is to teach a machine, how a machine can learn, okay? So we'll see how a machine can learn. Let's click on this image project and see here. So I'm going to, this machine will learn. So how a machine can learn? We will have to give some data. On data only a machine can learn, right? So let's give some data. So first, let me write here my name, or any name you can write, like this. So this is Deshbandhu Mishra, okay? So under that column or category, I am going to give some picture to machine, okay? So under that category, I am going to give some picture to machine, and once that machine get learned, then I will ask by giving some picture to whom this picture belongs to. And machine will be able to tell me this picture belongs to Deshbandhu Mishra. Getting my point? What is the use case I am going to solve? Right? So if you have any question, if you have any doubt, you can just interrupt me. No problem at all. Okay? So जहाँ भी आपको लगता है कि नहीं समझ में आ रहा, आप मुझसे पूछ लेना. ठीक है? तो ये देशबंधु मिश्रा, I am going to give some data to machine against Deshbandhu Mishra. Okay? Okay, I will give it later. Now in second case, let me write mobile phone. So these are two categories, right? So let's give some data to machine in first category. Okay? So see, as long as I hold this button, it will capture all my gesture, okay? And that will act as a data to that machine. I am holding it. And see, I am moving my face here. And that's it. So this much of data that the pic which has been generated over there, all those pics will act as a data. Getting my point? Okay, now coming to second category. Where is the mobile? Yeah. And now in second category, I am going to give some data against mobile phone. So all these will be taken as a mobile phone. Okay? So with this I have given data for mobile phone, and without that mobile phone, I am giving data to Deshbandhu Mishra. Okay, there are two categories only. And machine will tell me now. So this is a data. And on that data, machine will learn. So we'll give some training to that machine. So this button I will click and machine will learn on the given data. See, your machine is learning now. Okay? So, preparing for, so see, it is starting, it started learning. So, it has started learning. So, machine is learning now. It is a part of ML, right? So, model trained, see here, this model trained. So, now your machine got learned. It is full equipped with your data. Okay? And now you are going for second term, AI, artificial intelligence. Once your machine got trained, it becomes intelligent. And that is called artificial intelligence. So see here, in my pic, yeah, that's okay. So it is, see in this, what it is saying, Deshbandhu Mishra 100%. So whenever I change my face, posture, still it is giving me output of Deshbandhu Mishra. Okay? And under the category of mobile phone, it is 0%, nothing. Okay? Because I am showing only my face. And it has already learned that. Now I am showing mobile phone. See how much percentage it is giving to mobile phone? Tell me. And how much percentage it is giving to Deshbandhu Mishra? No, 0% almost, okay? So that means it got learned. Now this machine is very intelligent, okay? So, see, when I moved back my mobile phone, it is saying Deshbandhu Mishra. When I, okay? So this way, see, it is fluctuating now. So this is called machine learning, and second part is artificial intelligence. Getting my point? Yes or no? Please, backbenchers, please tell me. Yes, good. So this is the use case, and this is the very simple example of machine learning and AI, okay? Now, let's let's try to solve another use case. Most of us are teachers. Most of us try to generate content. So now I'm going to show you how you can generate content. Content means not only text. I will show you how you can generate your PDF file, your video file, your audio file, all those things. And with only by using 1, 2 lines or 3 lines of the prompt, not more than that. By using only 4 lines of prompt, you can generate PDF file, you can generate audio file, and you can generate, what was the third one? Video file as well. And moreover, remember, all those things will be generated in a very prime category. Okay? Let me show you. Notebook LM. This is the tool. And this use case is very useful for teachers. Remember it. So one single PDF file I have already have. You can generate it through ChatGPT. You all know, I think. Okay. So let's assume you all know that how to write prompt in ChatGPT. And this use case is solving around what is kinetic energy and potential energy. Okay. So once you write prompt in ChatGPT, what is kinetic energy or potential energy, it gives you some detailed description, and you can save it in PDF, okay? So as this level, you all know. So this is the PDF file which I have generated with ChatGPT, nothing more than that. And now on this PDF file, I am going to show you how you can generate voice, how you can generate audio file, video file, how you can generate your test series also, okay? Mind map, all those things you can generate from here. So I have opened this notebook LM. We'll go choose file. And this is the file, energy file. Please focus to here, please. Don't. Otherwise you will miss it. So see, this energy.pdf file is uploaded. It is uploading now. And have you noticed that this PDF file is in English? Remember, if you want to generate it in Hindi, it will do that. All video, all voice file will be generated in whatever language you want. Although this file is in English, I will show you in Hindi. It will be generated in Hindi with full description, not only with whatever the line it has been written here. It will generate out of this, but the context will be same. Context same रहेगा, लेकिन वो हिंदी में full description आएगा, है ना? वो यहाँ देखना है. So it is still uploading. So, if you have any question, in meanwhile, we can discuss any question. If you have any question. Yeah, tell me, please.
Without intervention by a human, can the machine learn by itself?
For that also, you will have to give the command. That machine can automatically learn. So, at first, you will have to give the command. We can automate that. I will show you. One example I will show you with social media. We can automate social media. But to automate, we will give the command. That this is the command, now you can automate. Now you can automatically take the input and produce the output. Okay, at the very first, we will have to give the command. Yes. Yes, yeah, why not? But we will have to switch on that robot also. Okay, so see here. So this energy PDF got uploaded, but the language in which it is giving output is Hindi. Remember it. It was in English, but its output is in Hindi. You can change the output. Okay, your question. Okay,
yes,
fine.
sir.
Yeah, tell me.
So as you taught about teachable machine from Google, through which we can easily educate the Google about visual learning. So there was a topic, there was an option which I saw while I was practically using it. It was export model. So जैसे आपने किया था, एक था देशबंधु मिश्रा का ऑप्शन और एक था मोबाइल फ़ोन का ऑप्शन. तो उसको अगर मैं एक्सपोर्ट कर दूँ इस मॉडल को और मैं किसी भी ऐप, लेट्स से व्हाट्सएप पे लगा दूँ एज ए लॉक, तो वो मैं इसको कैसे कर सकता हूँ? इसको मैं काम कर सकता हूँ कि अगर मैं सिर्फ फ़ोन लेकर के हाथ में अपना मैं वेबकैम ऑन करूँ तभी वो ऐप ओपन हो, नहीं तो ना हो.
Yes, yes. These are the very basic use cases, but you can solve it like this. Whatever you said, it is possible. And nowadays, there is a fingerprint in Windows. Once you press your thumb, then only that window will open. Even in WhatsApp also, there is a fingerprint. So there are so many use cases you can solve it with this basic learning of machine learning. Okay. Yes, you can do that.
So when I export that model, will I have to use that as an extension to the app to which I have to apply it?
You will use it as an API.
Okay.
Okay. So API gives you functionality through which you can communicate between two different applications. So here WhatsApp is one application and this generated model is one application itself. So you can communicate by using API.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me please.
So, as we all are familiar with Google translators, so instead of using this tool, can't we use just Google Translate to translate the message into English or Hindi? Because as we saw that it took a lot of time, and we are it is much more easier for us to use Google Translator and directly get what we want from directly to Google.
A very good question. But can you let's see that. What it is written? Kinetic energy and potential energy are two main forms of energy. And I think this is only for 20 lines, okay, not more than that. And can you see the description here? Is it same? It is not same. It is similar, but not same. It is not exactly translating. It has kept your context only and giving something augmented on top of your given context. So that is the basic difference between translator and AI. Okay? Getting my point?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So if you see here, so how well it is defined. यह स्रोत यांत्रिक ऊर्जा के दो प्राथमिक रूपों का व्याख्या करता है. And see here, all formulas are there. There is a difference. It is getting only context, but not the exact word by word. So that is the basic difference. Yes. Yeah. Any other question?
Google Translator also provides us the alternatives as well. That after what we want, like to convert it into some other languages, it also provides alternative ways. Okay, if further information regarding this, you can visit to 3's websites or something like that.
Go slow. Go slow. Come again.
Sorry, sir. Like when we use a Google Translator, when we upload a file or when we upload a query that to translate it in this or that language, it also, after providing the solution, it also provides certain more sites to visit for further more details. And here that, as you mentioned, though it is much more in, it has provided much more in brief the details, but still it is not providing the alternative sites that we can visit for more further query, like for more further details or for more further information if we want to know.
Yeah, that is not needed here. That is not in our context. We can do that.
Yes.
We can do that. But I mean, that is not the use case itself. That is not even the question. Getting my point?
Yes.
So if it is not in the context, how and why it will show me all those things, all those unnecessary things? Because that is unnecessary for me. As of now, my only aim is to give this PDF file and get it generated into Hindi language with all well description. And with all those description, I want to convert it into video format with some images. I will try to convert it into voice file also, and then we'll try to generate some question answer on top of that. So that is the use case I'm going to solve. Okay?
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, and okay, let me show you now. So I have given PDF file in English. Now it has converted it into Hindi only by keeping the context, not the word by word. And now in the right side, I am going to generate it into video file. And you will see how interactive the video file is and how interesting and video file. So let's not wait for generating this video file. I have already generated. So this is the video file. And you will listen the voice. It is just like a RJ of Dhoom.
अब ये फॉर्मूला देखकर घबराना नहीं है. ये बस एक रेसिपी की तरह है जो हमें बताता है कि काइनेटिक एनर्जी दो चीज़ों पर डिपेंड करती है. एक तो वस्तु का वजन यानी मास और दूसरा उसकी रफ्तार यानी वेलोसिटी. मतलब जितना ज़्यादा वजन और जितनी तेज रफ्तार उतनी ही ज़बरदस्त काइनेटिक एनर्जी.
So who has created this image? AI. Who has generated this voice? And this is a premier voice. Remember it. Not in my voice or not in your voice. Very premium voice. It is just like a RJ of any FM station. Okay? And who has given this description? AI has given that description. I have not given that description. Only the prompt I have written is, please tell me the difference between kinetic energy and potential energy. That's it. And all other things got generated by AI only. Can you imagine how helpful it is for schools, for colleges? Okay? All these images, see. Yeah, question. Yeah, tell me.
Weight stands for mg, not m, right? Those who are from the science background means they are getting wrong information.
Yeah, I'm also science background. Yes. I'm an engineer. Don't worry of that. But
But those students, if they are using such type of things, AI or ML or anything, then they are getting the wrong information.
Yes.
Many of the times when we type something on Chat GPT or Gemini or any other sites, definitely we are getting more wrong information than the right information. Those who are familiar with it, they get connected with it that yes, I am getting some wrong information. But those students or those, any of the
I
persons,
got your point. I got your point.
Then this
I got
needs
your
to
point. That is not the
Yes.
matter. Matter is why we are there. Why we are there. Why the need of teachers are.
Yes.
To validate that. If we are here, then we are here to validate that. AI, you can't depend 100% on that. But 90% of the thing has already been done by AI. You have to validate that. If there is any error, you have to make the correction. So what correction you will have to make? Very minor correction. Yeah, that minor becomes very major in terms of learning. That I understand. But only minor correction, with minor correction, you can generate your content in a second or in an hour. So that is my purpose. Here, my purpose is not to say that teachers are not needed. Teachers are needed here. They are important part of our society. They are important part of our learning process. I am not denying that. I am only saying by using this all tools, you can generate your content. Okay? So all these pictures can be generated. Okay. Now see the audio file. And remember,
नमस्कार और द डीप डाइव में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम ऊर्जा यानी एनर्जी की दुनिया को समझने की एक कोशिश करेंगे।
हाँ, और हमारे पास एक बहुत ही दिलचस्प दस्तावेज है, energy.pdf।
बिल्कुल। और देखिए, आज का हमारा मिशन सिर्फ परिभाषाएं रटना नहीं है। हम मैकेनिकल एनर्जी के दो सबसे बड़े किरदारों को समझना चाहते हैं।
So tell me, how many of us can have that kind of premium voice? Yeah.
It's not necessary that you should have a premium voice. Every teacher has their own voice.
Yeah, I'm not contradicting. So please try to understand. I'm not contradicting the existing system. Please try to understand. I'm just trying to introduce the tools available in AI ML field. That's it. I'm not contradicting. I'm not denying anything.
Sir.
Yes.
So to complement to what you are telling, just
where is the?
Here.
Where is that guy?
Here, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. To complement to what you told, basically, and to the student which was asking, certain things I would just like to clarify to all the audience, the students as well as the teachers. For students, you need to understand when you talk about Google search engine. The Google is basically a search engine where it creates or searches from the data which is already present. And when we talk about Chat GPT, that's the GPT or any AI tool when we talk about, so it is a generative pre-trained as you train it. And to what ma'am was even asking, so I'll just share my experience. Like one of my chemistry teachers, the co-teacher, she told, literally I was crossing the staff room, sir, हमको आपके subject से बड़ी दिक्कत है. I told, what happened ma'am? What AI and computer did? She told कि a boy wrote a definition of molecule and that definition had nothing to do with chemistry. So I told ma'am, the problem is not with neither with you nor the boy. The problem is that the child does not know proper prompting. So that is what sir told, that we need to make the students understand the proper use of the AI tools, because as we say, adhuri jankari, that is a problem to everyone. So if a student understands proper prompting, or for anybody, any person in any field which we are there, so if we understand the correct use of AI tools, then only it is beneficial. Otherwise, it is going to harm. So that is what we need to make students understand the fact and the correct use.
Correct, 100%. So, yeah.
Google this, or if you find out this, then only you will get X or Y. right? There are many contents which is available on website, on several websites on Google and ChatGPT, but there is a challenge of authenticity, and this is what the ma'am is talking about, this is what the gentleman is talking about. Suppose for an example, if we talk about, let's say example, that there is a theory of leadership, as I'm a management professor, theory of leadership. Now from where I am finding out, so there are search engine which is available in India and abroad in different pathways, and there you get a proper article or research article or from book or from published source. That is not available here. It is very easy to get the information, no doubt about it. Information is easily available, but authenticity. Suppose for an example, if somebody asks, what is a Lucknow biryani? There are 100 YouTube videos are there. What is authentic?
Yes.
This is, if this can be dealt in a proper
Got
way.
it. I got your point.
Thank you.
I'm here not to tell you about the authenticity of the information. I'm here to tell you how you can generate the information or content. That's it. This is the disclaimer. 1 second, please. This is the disclaimer. Please try to understand. And that is the open question for the world. I'm solution architect in HP. Even we 90% generate our code from AI and ML. So do you think we are not needed? We are needed. That is why I am there. Teachers are needed. That is why you people are there in schools. Otherwise, there is no need of teachers and professors. AI will come and teach. No problem at all. But authenticity is an open question for the world. Please try to understand. Authenticity is the biggest problem for the world itself, not for us and you. We all are living in the same world. So that is the open question. Try to understand. I'm not denying that. I'm just here to give you the glimpse of that tool. That tool can help you in generation of the content. That's it. So please don't discuss around the authenticity. Please don't discuss. You discuss only about the tool, what tool can do, what tool cannot do. Authenticity is the open question. World knows that. Everyone knows that. Please. Yes. Let me go ahead. Yes. Yeah. Any question?
Sir, I do agree with your statement. But the thing is that this is the basic of physics. Yeah. Those students who go through kinetic energy, they are familiar that K is equal to half mv square. But if the basic is wrong, means
Ma'am, I'm not saying this is right or wrong. Please try to understand. I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm just saying this is there, you can validate it, please. Otherwise, this conversation will go very long.
No, this is not the point of conversation. I do not want to argue. But we are, means most of us are familiar that there is a chat bot, right? We got the information from there. They store the data. But when the basic is wrong, wrong means according to myself, right? Then definitely whatever is based upon it, kinetic energy is taught within 7th or 8th standard. And if the basic, according to myself, if it is going in a wrong pathway, how it will help the students? Because Google is also getting the information from so many resources.
Yes, right. That's right, ma'am. I'm not teaching kinetic energy here. Am I teaching kinetic energy?
No.
Am I teaching potential energy?
Never.
I'm not teaching. Okay. I'm teaching you what is notebook LM and what potential it has. That is what.
Yes.
Please try to understand.
That needs to be analyzed by the chatbot.
Very interesting session और ये काफी लंबा चल सकता है मुझे लगता है. बस मैं इतना कहना चाहता हूँ कि ये जो चल रहा है सेशन हमने बहुत ही बेसिक पे रखा था और जो एग्जांपल्स दे रहा है वो सिर्फ बच्चों को समझाने के लिए है. तो यहाँ पे मैंने जैसे शुरू में ही कहा था कि एजुकेशन इंडस्ट्री के टॉप लोग हमारे बीच है, प्रोफेसर हैं, वीसी हैं, डेफिनेटली आप बहुत एक्सपर्ट हैं. पर मेरी एक छोटी सी रिक्वेस्ट होगी, जो सवाल जवाब का सेशन था ना, हम बच्चों से चाहते थे. तो पीछे एक बच्ची काफ़ी देर से वेट भी कर रही थी. तो फिर से मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है कि ये जो सेशन है ये बच्चों के लिए है और जो एग्जाम्पल्स दे रहे हैं वो अच्छे. सर कुछ
थैंक यू. मुझे लगता है कि एक डिस्कशन यहाँ पे हो रहा है ऑथेंटिसिटी को लेके. हम लोग मीडिया इंडस्ट्री में काम करते हैं, मैं बताऊं कि पूरे दुनिया में जो सबसे बड़ा एक हिंदी में बोलते हैं यक्ष प्रश्न है कि भाई ऑथेंटिसिटी क्या है, और यही सबसे बड़ा डिजिटल का चैलेंज है। और एआई का सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज है कि आपको एआई का इस्तेमाल, मशीन लर्निंग का इस्तेमाल अपने रिसर्च में अपने लिए करना है, लेकिन सबसे महत्वपूर्ण है कि इसका इस्तेमाल कितना करना है। ये सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है, क्योंकि अगर जैसे मैं बताऊं ना, जैसे आज के दिन में आपने चैट जीपीटी में डाला कि रांची के सबसे बड़े अच्छे रेस्टोरेंट।
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं थैंक यू बोलूँगा प्रभात खबर को कि वो ये इनिशिएटिव ले रहे हैं स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, और ये बहुत ज़रूरी है झारखंड के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, इनफैक्ट झारखंड के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए नहीं, इंडिया के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, पूरे वर्ल्ड के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए। एक्चुअली ये मुहिम जो है ये इस जगह पे पहले स्टार्ट हुई, अदरवाइज पूरी दुनिया में ऑलरेडी ये बीच में है, तो हम ये समझें कि इट इज़ ऑलरेडी गोइंग टू गेट इन मैच्योर फेज वेरी सून। अभी जो स्टूडेंट है उसके लिए AI/ML वैसे ही है जैसे आज से 15 साल पहले कंप्यूटर्स हुआ करते थे सीखना। तो इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि हर बच्चे को, नॉट ओनली कंप्यूटर साइंस, सिर्फ कंप्यूटर साइंस नहीं, इसके अलावा भी मैनेजमेंट के बच्चे को, मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग के बच्चे को, सिविल इंजीनियरिंग के बच्चे को, आर्ट्स के बच्चे को, ह्यूमैनिटीज़ के बच्चे को बहुत ज़रूरी है कि उसको AI और
सर, वी हैव इनिशिएटेड दिस AI एंड आप भी इसका हिस्सा हैं, आप इस प्रोग्राम में जुड़े हुए, किस तरह से AI से फ्यूचर देखते हैं और प्रभात खबर की इस पहल पर क्या कहेंगे?
सबसे पहले आई एम गिविंग बिग कांग्रेचुलेशन टू प्रभात खबर फॉर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग सच अ रेलिवेंट टॉपिक व्हिच इज द फ्यूचर प्रेजेंट ऑफ आवर इकोनॉमी, and this is Dr. Milind, Professor Dr. Milind. I am a Pro Vice Chancellor of Usha Martin University, and we are the co-sponsor, title sponsor of this program. No doubt this is one of the relevant programs that you people have organized, and the coming future of any generation, those who are here right now, and for us also, it is going to become a boon for everyone. You take any field, either it is education, either it is the medical industry, or either it is the manufacturing or agriculture. You talk about services or manufacturing, this is the future of our economy, and we are very fortunate that in place of Ranchi, Prabhat Khabar has taken such an initiative to organize such kind of program, and I'm sure the school children, those who are here today, and the college student, they will take a lot of benefits from such kind of program here, and I'm wishing all the best to Prabhat Khabar, and in coming days I'm expecting some more sincere workshop should be developed by Prabhat Khabar, or Prabhat Khabar can be instrumental in that.
सर, प्रभात खबर ने इनिशिएट लिया है AI को लेकर आगे जाने का, और भारत इस विषय में काफ़ी पीछे रह चुका है, लेकिन बावजूद इसके एक बेहतर पहल, और आप भी इसका हिस्सा है, क्या कुछ कहेंगे आज के इस पूरे प्रोग्राम पर?
AI सबसे पहले जो अपना प्रभात खबर है उसको ये AI एंड मशीन लर्निंग प्रोग्राम कराने के लिए मैं साधुवाद दे रहा हूँ, क्योंकि एक जागृति झारखंड जैसे राज्य में आनी चाहिए, और प्रभात खबर के माध्यम से सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि ये बात झारखंड के दूर दराज के इलाकों तक, जिसमें जातीय जनजातीय बच्चे भी शामिल हैं, जिनके लिए मे भी मोबाइल फ़ोन भी एक लग्जरी हो सकती है, वहाँ तक जाएगी। तो ये बहुत बड़ा इनिशिएटिव है, और जो देश की बड़ी आबादी, जो वंचित आबादी है, प्रभात खबर के माध्यम से वो भी इससे जुड़ेगी। अब जो बात हम लोग करते हैं AI की, तो जितना मैं समझता हूँ कि AI आज से लगभग 50 साल पहले से ही AI का कॉन्सेप्ट आ चुका था। मुझे ध्यान है जब हम लोग अपना इंजीनियरिंग कर रहे थे तो उस समय कंप्यूटर के जो स्टूडेंट थे, इलेक्ट्रिकल के, वो लोग, उनका सब्जेक्ट होता था आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड फजी लॉजिक, AI एंड न्यूरल नेटवर्क। तो इस तरीके के सब्जेक्ट आज से 30 साल पहले, 35 साल पहले कंप्यूटर के स्टूडेंट पढ़ रहे थे, जिसमें ऑलरेडी AI इंक्लूडेड थी, और न्यूरल नेटवर्क की जो एल्गोरिथम्स हैं, फजी लॉजिक है, वो सारे कॉन्सेप्ट चल रहे थे। तो कहने में ये कोई गुरेज नहीं है कि आने वाला जो समय है वो AI का ही है। और प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल जो हमारे बच्चे के लिए बहुत ही कॉमन, जितने सेंसर्स हैं किसी भी मशीन के हों, वो सब AI पे काम करते हैं। जैसे कि अभी एक ड्राइवरलेस कार का कॉन्सेप्ट आ रहा है, तो ये सब एआई का नतीजा है। लेकिन साथ ही इसमें दूसरा पॉइंट भी है कि अगर वो कार, ड्राइवरलेस कार जो एआई ड्रिवन है, वो टकरा जाती है तो कौन जिम्मेदार है? वो कार बनाने वाली कंपनी, जिसने कार बेची वो, या जिसने वो कार को खरीद लिया है। तो इसके साथ जो जुड़े हुए पहलू हैं उन पर भी विचार करने की जरूरत है। और रही बात, जैसा इसमें बताया भी जा चुका है कि चाइना इस समय लगभग 60% के आसपास एआई के पेटेंट करा रहा है। भारत लगभग 0.8% से ऊपर नहीं बढ़ पाया है। अमेरिका एक समय में रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट में वर्ल्ड की पूरी 30% जो रिसर्च था वो अमेरिका करता था, लेकिन अब वो चीन आगे बढ़ गया है, उसके अपने रीजन्स हैं। और इंडिया के पेटेंट कम हो पाने का एक बहुत बड़ा रीजन ब्रेन ड्रेन है। जो आईआईटीएंस, जो सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर्स इंडिया में पढ़ते हैं, यहाँ पर अपना समय देते हैं, गवर्नमेंट उन पे इन्वेस्ट करती है और वो यूएस से जाके वहाँ के लिए, उस कंट्री के लिए वो पेटेंट कर देते हैं। तो जो इंडिया का इंटेलेक्ट है, इंटेलेक्चुअल ब्रेन है, टेक्निकल ब्रेन है, जो उसको कंट्रीब्यूशन देना चाहिए था, ब्रेन ड्रेन की वजह से वो जो नंबर्स हैं वो यूएस में ऐड हो रहे हैं, या अगर इंडियन जर्मनी में जाते हैं वहाँ कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं तो उसमें ऐड हो रहे हैं। तो इसमें हम ये कह सकते हैं कि इंडिया के पेटेंट्स कम हैं, लेकिन इंडियंस के पेटेंट कम नहीं है। ये बात हमें समझनी पड़ेगी जब हम उसको डिटेल चार्ट को लेके हम बैठेंगे। दूसरा, इसमें मैं एक बहुत कॉमन एग्जांपल कहना चाहता हूँ कि जो हल्दी से लेके, तुलसी से लेके जो हमारी पुरानी खोज भी हैं, और बासमती चावल भी, तो इंडिया अपनी उन खोज को भी वर्ल्ड लेवल पे पेटेंट कराने में असफल रहा है। कहीं ना कहीं यूएसए ने अपने लेवल पर उनको पेटेंट करा लिया है। तो इस समय पर जो उपभोक्तावादी संस्कृति है और हर कंट्री एक बुलीनेस में, एक डोमिनेंस में जा रहा है, तो बहुत एग्रेसिव तरीके से इंडिया को भी अपने पेटेंट को प्रोटेक्ट करने की जरूरत है, जिससे कि पुराना भी जो एंशिएंट है, वैदिक है, प्राचीन है, और आज का भी जो इंडिया के पेटेंट हैं, नई नई खोज हैं, इन्वेंशन है, उनको इंडिया अपना ग्लोबल लेवल पर रजिस्टर करा पाए। और एआई आने वाला कल है, स्कूल कॉलेजों में जितना जल्दी हम पढ़ा पाएं, जिस लेवल से पढ़ा पाएं उतना अच्छा है। जो एक कॉमन एग्जांपल, अगर इसको स्टूडेंट भी देखेंगे तो जो स्पीच टेक्स्ट है, हम जो बोलते हैं, टाइप होता है, वो सब एआई है। तो ये सारी, लेकिन हमें देखना पड़ेगा कुछ इंग्लिश पिक्चर भी। अब जब आप लोग बात कर रहे हैं, एक पिक्चर हम लोग इंग्लिश की टर्मिनेटर से लेके अलग अलग पिक्चरें देखी हैं जिसमें मशीनों को इतना दिमाग दे दिया गया एआई के जरिए कि वो आदमियों के खिलाफ ही खड़ी हो गई। यानी कि हम ही उनका रोबोट बना रहे हैं माइक्रो इलेक्ट्रो मैकेनिकल सिस्टम से, हम ही उसमें दिमाग दे रहे हैं, यानी आदमी उसमें दिमाग दे रहा है, आदमी उसमें सेंसर लगा रहा है। और आने वाले समय में पता चले कि वो मशीन ही आदमियों पे दिमाग के मामले में, शरीर के मामले में, यानी जो रोबोट है वो तो लोहे का बना हुआ है और उसके अंदर दिमाग आपने डाल ही दिया है, तो वो आदमी से फिजिकली भी स्ट्रांग हो गया और मेंटली उसकी कोई लिमिट नहीं है। आप उसमें जितना, जैसे कंप्यूटर की मेमोरी की आप बढ़ाते जाइए, जीबी बढ़ाते जाइए, टीबी में चले जाइए, तो उसकी कोई लिमिट नहीं है। तो आदमियों को, साइंटिस्ट को, रिसर्चर को ये देखना पड़ेगा कि एआई कितनी मशीनों को दी जानी चाहिए जिससे वो मानवता के लिए खतरा पैदा ना हो। धन्यवाद। ओके।
एआई को फ्यूचर कहा जा रहा है, तो आपको बताइए कि आप इसका हिस्सा है, क्या करेंगे आज
एक मिनट ना, आपका क्वेश्चन को थोड़ा रिपीट करिए, थोड़ा आवाज ठीक ठाक पूरा।
आज के टाइम में सर एआई को फ्यूचर कहा जाता है और हालांकि हम काफी पीछे रह चुके हैं, लेकिन फिर भी रेस में बने हुए हैं। प्रभात खबर ने एक इनिशिएट किया है ऐसा प्रोग्राम के जरिए स्टूडेंट्स के बीच इसे आगे लेकर जाने की, आप भी इसका हिस्सा है, क्या कुछ कहेंगे सर? आज के इस पूरे इवेंट पे आपकी भागीदारी और स्टूडेंट्स के लिए क्या कुछ खास है?
राइट, मैं स्टूडेंट्स के लिए ये कहूँगा, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस अभी ऑलरेडी हमारा लाइफ में आ चुका है। आपके पास चैट जीपीटी है, जेमिनी है, बहुत सारा ऐप है, फोटो को एनहांस करने वाला एप्लीकेशन है, आपका फोटो को ऑटोमेटिकली बैकग्राउंड चेंज करने वाला एप्लीकेशन है, आपके लेते हुए, आपका पिक्चर को लेते हुए एक वीडियो बनाने का, नया दुनिया में आपको लेके जाने का, हर जगह पर एंटरटेनमेंट फोरम में तो ये एक बहुत भयंकर रोल है। बट साइंटिफिक डोमेन में आप बात करेंगे एटॉमिक लेवल आपका सिमुलेशन करना है, क्वांटम कंप्यूटेशन करना है, उसके लिए हमको बहुत पावरफुल कंप्यूटर की जरूरत है। क्योंकि आज के दिन में हम इतना डेटा क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, मोबाइल में, व्हाट्सएप में, ईमेल में, वीडियो में, म्यूजिक में, इतना डेटा को हमको एनालाइज करने के लिए बहुत पावरफुल एक इंटेलिजेंट सिस्टम चाहिए। आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के बिना हम नहीं कर सकते हैं। मशीन लर्निंग एक टूल है, वो हमारा ह्यूमन नॉलेज को रेप्लिकेट करने का एक तरीका उन्होंने किया है। चाइना आज के दिन में सबसे आगे है, सब लोग जानते हैं। अमेरिका भी आगे है, इंडिया अभी पिकअप कर रहा है। वी आर द कंट्री ऑफ यूजर्स। बट हम हर देश ने अपना अपना एक आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एक बनाया है। इंडिया भी अपना एक डेवलप करने की कोशिश में है, क्योंकि चैट जीपीटी हो, जेमिनी हो, ये अपना एक प्रोप्राइटरी हो गया। एक दिन बोलेंगे हम लोग इसको शेयर नहीं करेंगे, स्टॉप करेंगे, फिर हमारा बच्चे का नॉलेज लेवल एकदम पीछे हो जाएगा। सो मैं स्टूडेंट्स को बोलूंगा, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का समझ के उसको कैसे हम यूज करके न्यू नॉलेज बनाएं, उसमें फोकस करें। ये क्या एप्लीकेशन यूज करना हमारे डे टू डे एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए, बट वो आपका फ्यूचर नहीं देगा। फ्यूचर जब दे, हमारा प्रॉब्लम्स को समझना है। प्लास्टिक वेस्ट प्रॉब्लम है, ट्रैफिक जैम प्रॉब्लम है, पोल्यूशन प्रॉब्लम है, विंटर में फॉग प्रॉब्लम है। इस प्रॉब्लम को ये कैसे सॉल्व करेगा, वो क्या सोल्यूशन देगा, इसमें एनालाइज करने के लिए मैं स्टूडेंट को रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा। ये प्रभात खबर ने बहुत अच्छा इनिशिएटिव लिया, दैट झारखंड के बच्चे के बीच में एक वेव क्रिएट करेंगे के बारे में, सो दैट वो अपने फ्यूचर को अच्छे से डिसाइड कर पाए।
एआई को फ्यूचर कहा जा रहा है और फ्यूचर हम अभी से ही तय कर रहे हैं। एक पहल भी की गई है और आप भी इसका हिस्सा हैं। बच्चों को बताई जा रही है चीज़ें कि किस तरह से ये अपना फ्यूचर भी इसके माध्यम से बना सकते हैं। क्या कुछ कहेंगे इस पहल पर और बच्चों को क्या सलाह रहेगी?
जी, आपने पूरे विश्व के स्तर पर देखा होगा कि हर जगह एआई की और मशीन लर्निंग की चर्चा है। एआई निश्चित अब तो बहुत हद तक मैं कहूँगा वर्तमान भी हो चुका है, भविष्य तो है ही है। हर एक एरिया में चीज़ों के समाधान के लिए एआई का यूज़ किया जा रहा है। पर एक पार्ट मैंने अभी भी देखा मिसिंग था, किसी भी चीज़ में एथिकल वैल्यूज़ का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस होता है। बिजनेस एथिक्स अपने आप में है। एआई की ताकत बहुत बड़ी ताकत है, बहुत सारे पॉजिटिव क्वालिटीज इसमें है, बट बहुत सा नेगेटिव भी है। एआई के इन्वेंटर ने रिसेंटली, उनका कमेंट आपको याद होगा, उन्होंने कहा था कि शायद मैंने एआई को डेवलप करके गलती कर दी। इन्वेंटर ने कहा, क्यों कहा कि इसके बहुत से नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट भी आएंगे और शुरू से स्कूल लेवल से छात्रों को उससे बचाना होगा। अच्छी चीज़ों को निश्चित आप स्वीकार करें, आगे बढ़ाएं, और स्कूल लेवल ही है जिस समय आप उसके बारे में कह सकते हैं कि व्हाट इज़ रॉन्ग, व्हाट इज़ राइट, इन विच डायरेक्शन वी शुड मूव, इन विच डायरेक्शन वी शुड नॉट मूव। रिसेंटली हमारे सरलाबेला यूनिवर्सिटी में पर्ड्यू यूनिवर्सिटी के प्रोफेसर आए थे, जिनका एआई में काफ़ी काम है। अमेरिका में भी उनके पब्लिकेशंस में उनकी धूम मची हुई है, अमेरिका, यूरोप, सभी कंट्रीज में। तो उन्होंने कहा था कि मैं भी वरीड हूँ कि इसके निगेटिव इम्पैक्ट से कैसे बचा जाए। तो पॉजिटिव तो है, हमको अडॉप्ट करना है, फ्यूचर भी होगा और बहुत सारे फ़ायदे भी होंगे, पर साथ ही साथ वो जो हार्मफुल चीज़ें हैं उस पर स्ट्रेस भी देना होगा और उससे कैसे बचना है। किसी भी चीज़ में, सपोज़ आप पत्रकारिता के क्षेत्र में हैं, आप बहुत अच्छा समाज के लिए कर सकते हैं, बहुत कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं, बशर्ते सही चीज़ पूरी ईमानदारी के साथ परोसी जाए। पर उसमें भी जब आप देखते हैं किसी क्षेत्र में, वो शिक्षा का क्षेत्र हो, चिकित्सा का क्षेत्र हो, जब मैनिपुलेशन, गलत इंटेंशन आ जाता है, तो शायद उस वक्त लगता है कि ये विकास इतना जो हुआ है वो वरदान नहीं है, अभिशाप की तरह है। तो अभी हमें छात्रों को निश्चित फ्यूचर है, इसके पॉजिटिव चीज़ों को सीखना होगा, इम्प्लीमेंट करना होगा, लागू करना होगा, पर निगेटिव से बचना होगा। वो स्ट्रेस हम लोगों को देना चाहिए। धन्यवाद। और बहुत अच्छा कार्यक्रम प्रभात खबर ने कराया है, जागरूकता कम से कम।
थैंक यू सर। आज से ही AI इस दिशा में आगे बढ़ रही है और खबर के लिए पहल या बदलाव का हिस्सा बने हैं। अब क्या एक सजेशन स्टूडेंट्स को देना चाहिए फ्यूचर तो बनाए
नहीं, AI रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी साथ यूज करना है और AI फ्यूचर है और AI के थ्रू स्टूडेंट्स बहुत सारी संभावनाओं में एंटर कर सकते हैं। AI सिर्फ एक सेक्टर के लिए नहीं है, हर एक सेक्टर, वो जिस भी सेक्टर में जाना चाहे, वो होटल मैनेजमेंट हो या बायोटेक सेक्टर हो, मेडिकल हो, इंजीनियरिंग हो, हर एक सेक्टर के अंदर में AI की रिक्वायरमेंट है और AI के ऊपर ही काम चल रहा है। जितना हम AI के थ्रू चीज़ों पे काम करेंगे, बच्चे और भी उन सेक्टर में और बेहतर कर पाएंगे और अच्छे भविष्य की तरफ बढ़ेंगे। और इसी को देखते हुए हम लोगों ने सजेशन दिया प्रभात खबर को कि हमें एक अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम चलाना चाहिए झारखंड के अंदर में, ताकि बच्चों को इसके बारे में सही इंफॉर्मेशन मिल सके और बच्चे इसमें अच्छे करियर बनाने के तहत आगे बढ़ सकें।
आज का सेशन आपने अटेंड किया, क्या कुछ सीखने को मिला और कैसा लगा?
कुछ खास नहीं था, पहले से सब जान रहे थे, लेकिन हाँ थोड़ा इंसाइटफुल था, कुछ अलग अलग टूल्स के बारे में जाने।
AI को किस तरह से देख रहे हैं? फ्यूचर हो सकता है?
बिल्कुल है, वो तो मॉडर्न टेक है तो वो फ्यूचर है। हाँ ये बात है कि आप हर किसी के लिए इम्प्लीकेट नहीं कर सकते, है ना। वही चीज है, जैसे गैलीलियो ने 1500 में ही बोल दिया कि दुनिया गोल है, सबने नहीं माना। आज भी फ्लैट अर्थर्स हैं, आज भी मानते हैं कि दुनिया चपटी है। आप सबको नहीं मना सकते ना, टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करने के लिए कन्विंस नहीं कर सकते। ओवर द कोर्स ऑफ टाइम ये मेन स्ट्रीम होगा, लेकिन एविडेंट नहीं है कि ये 100% लोग यूज करेंगे।
What's your name?
क्षितिज कुमार पांडे।
You have attended the whole session, कैसा लगा और क्या कुछ फीडबैक?
यस मैम, ये मैंने मतलब कि ये AI और मशीन लर्निंग के बारे में बहुत ही डिटेल सेशन था, जिसमें हम लोगों को आने वाले फ्यूचर्स में AI और मशीन लर्निंग में क्या क्या डेवलपमेंट होने वाले हैं उनके बारे में पता चला।
AI को किस तरह से फ्यूचर के तौर पर आज के जेनजीज देख रहे हैं?
मैम AI मैम फ्यूचर्स में मैम बहुत सारे सेक्टर्स में मैम जेनजीज हो गए या फिर कोई भी एम्प्लॉयमेंट हो गया, उसमें मैम बहुत मदद करने वाला है मैम और हेल्पफुल होने वाला है, क्योंकि मैम इससे मैम हमारे वर्क बहुत इजी हो जाते हैं और बहुत फास्ट हो जाता है।
What's your name?
तरुण कुमार सिंह।
हेलो, फॉर अ बाइट। ओके, आज का सेशन कैसा, बाइट डायरेक्ट लेना, ठीक है। आज का सेशन कैसा रहा और क्या कुछ सीखने को मिला?
काफ़ी इन्फॉर्मेटिव था और सीखने भी मिला और काफ़ी ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेटिव था। काफ़ी टॉपिक्स पे बात भी हुई और काफ़ी अच्छा रहा।
आज के जेनजीज जो है वो AI और फ्यूचर को किस तरह से देखते हैं?
रैशनल वे में देखते हैं, मतलब किसी भी चीज़ पे सिर्फ मान लेना वो ऐसे उसमें नहीं मानते। किसी भी चीज़ का जब तक प्रोज एंड कॉन्स फिगर आउट करके देन वो उसे परस्यू करना चाहिए।
ये एक बार डिस्कशन होने वाला आने वाले टाइम में।
श्योर।
ओके, ये पूरा सेशन आपने अटेंड किया, कैसा रहा फीडबैक?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट्स वेरी गुड टू नो, बिकॉज फर्स्ट टाइम मेरे स्कूल ने मुझे इतने अच्छे वेन्यू पे भेजा है। एंड सेकंड थिंग, यहाँ पे बहुत ही इन्फॉर्मेटिव था एंड आई लर्न अबाउट अ फ्यू थिंग्स। एंड मैं चाहूँगा कि मैं अपने स्कूल में जाने के बाद आई प्लान अ वर्कशॉप दैट आई विल इंस्टिगेट एंड आई विल टॉक विथ माई पेयर्स एंड विल शेयर द सेम इन्फॉर्मेशन टू माई फ्रेंड्स।
ओके, शिल्पी नेहा तिर्की भी थी, मिनिस्टर हैं एंड दे कॉल यू ऑल जेनजीज, एंड जेनजीज से उन्होंने संवाद किया, तो वो एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा?
यस, उन्होंने कहा कि जेनजी सरकार गिरा देती हैं एंड इंटरेस्टिंगली हमने सरकार के एक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव से बात की तो दैट वाज क्वाइट आयरॉनिकल, बट द वे शी अंडरस्टूड अस एंड कन्वर्स्ड विद अस इज रिमार्केबल। मतलब उतना हम लोग क्लोज उनसे कन्वर्सेशन किए थे।
प्रभातखबर.com, विश्वास वही, रफ्तार नहीं।